Good evening and welcome to Veterans Memorial Field. I'm Steve Winterhack and ready to bring you some Waupun Warrior football. And the Warriors tonight, undefeated, 2-0 on the season. A couple, I thought, fairly impressive victories that they've had so far. The victory against Sturgeon Bay to start things out. And then last week, the impressive victory over New Holstein. And they are sitting now at 2-0. It's been 3 years since they've been 2-0. They were 2-0 3 years ago when they played against teams like Menominee Nation and also against St. John's Military Academy. So not a lot of resistance on those to get those two wins. And after they got those two wins, they lost 7 games in a row. The rest of the season they lost out. But really, when you look way back, last time before then that they were 2-0, that was way back in 2006. That's when they had the unbelievable football season when they knocked off Wisconsin Lutheran in Level 2 football. They had that disappointing loss to Kewaskum, where they had the lead at halftime and just kind of let it slide away throughout the game and ended up losing to Kewaskum in the third level of the playoffs. I thought that was a big year that they could have possibly went all the way to the state tournament, but that was way back in 2006. The last time they were legitimately a 2-0 team, which I think this is legitimate what they've done so far. But we're going to get tested right away. They're taking on a team at home today in their new conference, a team that, according to Wisconsin Sporting News, says should win this conference. That was their prediction, that the team that Waupun's playing, Wisconsin Dells, the Chiefs, could win this conference. And Waupun's in that new conference, the South Central Conference, and playing the Chiefs for the first time I think they've ever. I don't remember us playing them almost in anything really before, but here they are playing them at football, first conference game of the season. They're going to get tested, and I know we're going to talk a lot about both these teams, what they did last week. Waupun sitting at 2-0, Wisconsin Dells sitting now at 1-1. They lost to Portage pretty decisively in their first game. Otherwise, they had a pretty good victory last week. So a lot of things to talk about the team, about the victory last week for Waupun, about Wisconsin Dells' victory last week, and what they've got going, and what you're going to see from them and hear from them coming up tonight. So pregame show brought to you by Home and Auto Sales. We'll take about a 3-minute break, come back and talk a little bit more Waupun Warrior football in their game against Wisconsin Dells at home tonight on RP Sports.
Home and Auto is very blessed to have served our local communities for 50 years. From a small used car store with 4 employees to 5 locations and over 100 employees, we would like to thank our many customers and our communities for the past 50 years. Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Waupun, Holman Chevrolet in Waupun, Holman Ford and Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Ripon, Holman Chevrolet GMC in Ripon, and the location where we began 50 years ago, Holman Value Center in Waupun. Thank you for allowing us to serve you, our customers, our friends, for the last 50 years. And we look forward to the next 50 years. Home and Auto, great selection, award-winning service, low prices, and a relaxed buying atmosphere. We make you feel at home at Home and Auto Group in Waupun and Ripon, serving you for 50 years and counting.
You know, when planting season arrives, timing is everything. That's why you need a planter that's ready to strike when the conditions are right. Massey Ferguson planters are part of a long tradition of accurate planting with minimal downtime and required maintenance. It's a combination of precision, dependability, and performance worthy of the Massey Ferguson name and worthy of your farm. Stop by Waupun Equipment today or visit www.masseyferguson.us to learn more.
Every beginning starts with a breath. When buying or selling a home, it's easy to forget to take one. Brooke Bourne and Rock River Realty can guide your next real estate venture without the worry. Home markets are changing, and Brooke Bourne meets the market with only a 2.5% commission. It's true, 2.5%. Save the stress when you work with the best. Contact Brooke Bourne at 920-251-0500 or email brookebourne@rockriverrealty.org.
For someone, tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal. Now is the time to get your maintenance plan to prevent an AC conundrum. Don't forget, we sell and install Coleman furnaces too.
Call 920-763-2301. Log on allphasecomforts.com.
Providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Okay, we are back at Veterans Memorial Field. A nice, perfect night. Nice time for the weather to cool off a little bit for a couple days. Highs in the 60s today, highs in the 60s tomorrow. And things are going to heat up next week in the 80s again. So summer not quite giving up its hold yet, and it shouldn't. We need as many hot days as we can. But I'm Steve Winterhack here to bring you Waupun Warrior football. We got Big Nate Young doing the video streaming. And like I said, Waupun 2-0 right now. This is their first conference game as they take on Wisconsin Dells, the Chiefs. They're coached by, let's make sure here, Mike Yonke. He's their coach. And Waupun, of course, coached by Adrian Harmson. Let's take a look at Waupun's game last week for the Warriors. They knocked off New Holstein by a score of 8-14 in that ball game. Chase Beam was 18 of 28 in that game for 242 yards of passing. 2 touchdowns, had about 5 different receivers that he connected with on the field. Does a great job looking over the field. And he's got some receivers that go after the ball. He'll give some 50-50 balls to the guys he knows that can go up and grab those. And you got a Torres or Hull out there or Logan Prawl. Those guys will go up and they'll just rip that ball right out of the sky and haul it in like a rebound on the basketball court. So Chase did a great job last week. Hayden Reeder had 14 carries, I should say, for 40 yards. Graham Gopal, very impressive. Graham, really never thought of him as a football player before. I didn't know his history playing football. That man, he's a go-getter. He's a physical player out there. And Graham, he also had some carries, just a couple carries, but for 36 yards. Would have had more, but there was a holding penalty that brought back that 80-yard carry that he had. And they really didn't even need to have that play out there. He's going to make it anyway. Got past all the defenders. So a little disappointing, but Graham, he's a go-getter both offensively and defensively. Kyler Sanders, 4 carries for 18 yards. Braden Torres, 4 receptions, 33 yards and a touchdown. Also Emmett Hull at 5 receptions. Monster game for him. 45 yards on his receptions and 1 touchdown. And Logan Prawl with 6 receptions for 137 yards. So great bunch of guys to throw the ball to. They've got some very nice running backs back there with Sanders and Reeder, and some guys that are getting it done on the defensive side too. Braden Krause, he had 10 tackles along with Landon Potratz. Great team leader out there, Landon is, and those guys both had 10 tackles in that ball game against New Holstein. And for Kyler Sanders, he had 7 tackles along with Logan Prawl, also with 7 tackles in that ball game. So a lot of guys producing, putting up big numbers in that game. I had a chance to talk to about their opponent today with the Wisconsin Dells, the Chiefs, and we'll have that interview for you coming up in just a few minutes as the Home and Auto Sales pregame show continues live from Veterans Memorial Field on RP Sports.
A reminder for everyone that Bent's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Bent's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Bent's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9.
The tingling, the numbness, the life-altering pain. Are you tired of taking medications that only mask the symptoms or don't work at all? You don't have to live like that anymore. Introducing New Medical Center, your beacon of hope in the fight against peripheral neuropathy. Our team of dedicated specialists uses the latest advancement in medical technology to help you regain control of your life. Our personalized treatment plans are designed to reduce your pain, improve your balance, and restore your quality of life, all while targeting the cause of your neuropathy. We believe in a holistic approach, combining cutting-edge therapies and lifestyle changes that can slow down, stop, or even reverse the progression of your disease to help you live your life to the fullest. Don't let peripheral neuropathy hold you back. Take the first step towards a pain-free life. Call New Medical Center today at 920-324-9899 or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899, because you deserve to live without pain.
Say cheese. If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Welcome back to more of our Home and Auto Sales pregame show. Steve Winterhack with you live from Waupun. Warriors getting set to take on the Wisconsin Dells Chiefs. Got to get used to these new names in the conference right now. But Adrian Harmson, the head coach for Waupun, with us right now. 2-0 on the season. What's the feel around the guys right now? I recognize a lot of confidence just talking to some of the guys. And what's your thought on how the boys are playing and just their attitude right now with 2-0 season going on?
Yeah, you know, the guys are excited. It's been a while since we've been 2-0, so the boys are thrilled. They really are. But we just got to channel that focus into winning the week, winning the rep, winning the day. So we're just really focusing on being 1-0. 1-0 for the day, 1-0 for the week. And, just grind day after day and, hopefully Friday come out with a win.
So I'm sure you've been working on specific things for Wisconsin Dells, a team that I think Wisconsin Sports Network said was the favorite to win the conference, and I know they've got a very good running back that put a bunch over 200 yards on the board in their victory last week. And talk about how you stop a guy like that.
Yeah, we're looking at our film, and he's definitely someone that we've been focusing on the defensive side. We trust the guys, and they trust their keys, their responsibilities, and staying focused. So just got to do what we do, and hopefully we do it better than they do it.
Yeah, a lot of guys stepping up for you, and I know you got Landon DeGraffa's back this week, too, and I've been hearing a lot of things from the other coaches, too, that he's just a beast inside, and what does that mean to get him back on the field for you?
Yeah, having him as a senior, having him back in the game, that's definitely a morale booster for the rest of the team, and so we're excited to see his speed, his aggressiveness on the field. Hopefully we can channel it and keep it focused on the good intentions of the game, and really get our defense off the field and get offense back on the field.
Coach, thanks for your time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, Adrian Harmson joining us now, and we'll be back with more of our pregame show after this on RP Sports.
Home and Auto is very blessed to have served our local communities for 50 years. From a small used car store with 4 employees to 5 locations and over 100 employees, we would like to thank our many customers and our communities for the past 50 years. Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Waupun, Holman Chevrolet in Waupun, Holman Ford and Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Ripon, Holman Chevrolet GMC in Ripon, and the location where we began 50 years ago, Holman Value Center in Waupun. Thank you for allowing us to serve you, our customers, our friends, for the last 50 years. And we look forward to the next 50 years. Home and Auto, great selection, award-winning service, low prices, and a relaxed buying atmosphere. We make you feel at home at Home and Auto Group in Waupun and Ripon, serving you for 50 years and counting.
And Steve with us here, the other bar, Main Street in downtown Waupun. We're talking meat raffle, which fires up again coming up on Sunday.
Yeah, it's not summer anymore, so hopefully we have your attention again. So come on down to the other bar on Sundays. Every other week, starting this week, meat raffle start at 3. Come on down. All this meat that comes from Leroy Meats. Great stuff, great time. This week we're going to pick the Waupun Animal Shelter as the recipient. And we're always looking for recipients for this. So if you've got an organization that's in need, come talk to myself or Andy, and we'll try to get you on the list.
Big sports week, of course. Badgers in in action, Packers in action coming up on Friday night.
Friday night fish fry, Friday night Packer game. So it's going to be busy. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. So come on down. I mean, obviously the Badgers play on Saturday. There's lots of other great college football on this weekend, and there's all kinds of great stuff on the TVs. And come down and watch it down with a cold beer.
Don't forget the Brew Crew playing hot.
They're great. I mean, it's good stuff. It's a good time, and come down and check it out. We're always having great stuff down here at the other bar.
Main Street in downtown Waupun.
You know, when planting season arrives, timing is everything. That's why you need a planter that's ready to strike when the conditions are right. Massey Ferguson planters are part of a long tradition of accurate planting with minimal downtime and required maintenance. It's a combination of precision, dependability, and performance worthy of the Massey Ferguson name and worthy of your farm. Stop by Waupun Equipment today or visit www.masseyferguson.us to learn more.
Every beginning starts with a breath. When buying or selling a home, it's easy to forget to take one. Brookborn and Rock River Realty can guide your next real estate venture without the worry. Home markets are changing, and Brookborn meets the market with only a 2.5% commission. It's true, 2.5%. Save the stress when you work with the best. Contact Brookborn at 920-251-0500 or email brookborn@rockriverrealty.org.
Okay, we are back at Veterans Memorial Field. I'm Steve Winterhack. It's a pregame show brought to you by Holman Auto Sales, and we're bringing you the game. Actually, I'm inside this time. Last time we were sitting in the bleachers, but they moved us inside, so it's kind of nice for the local radio station to get an inside spot in the press box to do the game. But we are here at a great vantage point watching the game inside the press box, pretty much right on the 45-yard line. And just taking a look at Waupun last week and how they got their scoring in that victory in their ball game against New Holstein. Again, knocking them off by a score of 22-13 in that ball game. Waupun scored first in the first quarter. It took a while for somebody to score, but with 2:22 left in the first quarter, it was Chase Beam getting the ball to Braden Torres, a 9-yard touchdown pass. And, of course, Waupun with that crazy setup that they have, just setting up for extra points, and they were 4 for 4 in the first game, and they made it 5 for 5 with converting again. Prawl to Beam, maybe over to, let's see, we got that touchdown over to Hull, actually, to get that 2-point conversion. Waupun that 8-0 going into the second quarter. 9:52 left in the half. Chase Beam got another pass to Hull, 29 to Hull, and then, of course, that all was set up because of that onside kick that they kicked, and they got the ball back at the 29-yard line. Just got a loop to kick in a spot way over towards the right sideline. It stayed in. Nobody went for it for New Holstein. Waupun, they were going at it right from the beginning, and they jumped on the ball, and they got it. Got Bob Spanbauer, the famous Bob Spanbauer here, helping us out here tonight too. So, Bob, welcome up to the press box. It was good to see Bobby. And, again, that onside kick helped Waupun get the ball back in good field position, ended with that pass over to Hull from Beam. Logan Prawl takes it in for the 2-point conversion, made it 16-0, and then Waupun scores again, and a 1-yard touchdown run from Chase Beam. 2-point conversion not good for the first time, so they're 6-1 on their 2. New Holstein, they got a score before halftime. They scored with about 2:06 left in halftime and made the score at that time 22-7. And nobody scores in the third quarter in that ball game. And with 1:42 left, finally, it was New Holstein scoring again. And the big thing that happened there is Waupun kept them from getting an extra point. That would made them be 2 scores out instead of 1 score out. That would have been a much different animal and made things a little more interesting toward the end. But 9-point lead for Waupun, and that's how they finished the game. But Waupun did not score in that ball game after they scored with 6:51 left at before halftime. So maybe to try to find a way to keep that offense flowing all the way through the game and securing that game just a little bit earlier instead of making it interesting. I'm going to take another break, and we'll come back and talk about Waupun's opponent taking on Wisconsin Dells. And what are they? They are the Chiefs. We've got to learn all these new names from teams from the South Central Conference. A couple of familiar opponents in the conference with Ripon and Berlin, but then you got Watoma, you got Adams Friendship, you got Nakusa and Boston. So going to learn all of their mascots for all of those teams as these weeks go by. We'll talk about Wisconsin Dells coming your way in just a few minutes as the pregame show brought to you by Holman Auto Sales continues on RP Sports.
Life's better with an auto policy from American Family Insurance, no matter what dreams you're driving towards. That's because you'll feel totally protected with the right auto coverage. Plus, you'll save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home with our expert agents. American Family Insurance.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
Planning to build? Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your visions to reality. You need Pinot. After all, we've been doing it for over 45 years. To start your next project, go to www.rapinno.com and you'll learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot, build better for future generations.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
Here's Tyler Schultz from Warner Harmson, downtown Waupun.
Just expanded our business last year, and we got into cabinets and countertops. 2024, it's a great time to come in right now, start remodeling your kitchen or your bathrooms. We have cabinets that range, really, really small up to really large vanities, nice countertops, and really make your bathroom or your whole kitchen come together.
Warner Harmson, furniture, flooring, blinds, cabinets, and countertops. Main Street, Waupun.
Joint or spine pain holding you back from the activities you love? Exhausted from relying on pain medications? Dreading the thought of steroid shots or invasive surgery? At New Medical Center, we believe in tapping into your body's own natural healing abilities. Our cutting-edge regenerative treatments use your body's own natural biologics to repair and restore damaged tissues. Imagine getting back to a life of movement and freedom in one simple in-office procedure. No downtime, no lengthy hospital stays, and no painful recovery. Isn't it time you reclaimed your life from pain? Call us at 920-324-9899 or visit us online at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899. New Medical Center, 160 Gateway Drive in Waupun. What are you waiting for? Get back to living pain-free. Call New Medical Center now.
Okay, welcome back to Veterans Memorial Field. Steve Winterhack with you. And again, let's talk a little bit about the opponent for Waupun, taking on the Wisconsin Dells Chiefs. Like I said before, Wisconsin Sporting News has predicted them to be the team that's going to win the South Central Conference this year. They're 1-1 so far, coached by Mike Yonke. And the guys that we're going to talk a lot about, especially their running back, there's a guy that can load up some yards on the field in a hurry, Sam Ursland. Last year he ran for 1,540 yards. Not a big guy by any means out there, but again, must be a speed guy out there because he had 1,540 yards just last week in that victory over River Valley. Sam Ursland rushed the ball 35 times. Talk about a workhorse for a team. 285 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns in that ball game. Their quarterback, good one too. He was there last year, and he threw for almost 1,400 yards, 17 touchdowns last year. Lex Reitinger, and Reitinger was 7 of 13 last week for 100 yards. One of his main targets out there is Raphael Berge, and he had 4 receptions last week with 72 yards of reception yards in that ball game. So, again, a lot of options on the ground, a lot of options in the air for Wisconsin Dells, and what is Waupun going to do to try to slow them down a little bit? It's tough when you have that good running back that's so fast. Not easy to figure out how you're going to stop a team like that, and I'm sure they've been working on it all week, Adrian Harmson said, and definitely working on things to slow Mr. Ursuline down, but you never know what you can do till you actually see how fast this guy is. Just looking at how big he is. I think he's only about 165 pounds from what I remember with Ursuline. He's 5'10", 165 pounds. So a little bit tall, but obviously he's got some moves, he got some speed, and the corner is going to really have to shut him down from getting outside and heading up the field. So we'll see how Waupun does in this ball game here today against Wisconsin Dells. Let's take a break right now, and we'll come back in just a few minutes to bring the beginning of this game. Waupun taking on the Chiefs of Wisconsin Dells. Be back after this on RP Sports.
Holman Auto is very blessed to have served our local communities for 50 years. From a small used car store with 4 employees to 5 locations and over 100 employees, we would like to thank our many customers and our communities for the past 50 years. Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Waupun, Holman Chevrolet in Waupun, Holman Ford and Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Ripon, Holman Chevrolet GMC in Ripon, and the location where we began 50 years ago, Holman Value Center in Waupun. Thank you for allowing us to serve you, our customers, our friends, for the last 50 years. And we look forward to the next 50 years. Holman Auto, great selection, award-winning service, low prices, and a relaxed buying atmosphere. We make you feel at home at Holman Auto Group in Waupun and Ripon, serving you for 50 years and counting.
It's time to take control of your soil management. Turn to the Great Plains TerraMax, a versatile hybrid tillage solution offering variable intensity tillage for a variety of fall and spring field conditions. Create the ideal seedbed with a high-quality finish, level soils and remove ruts, and eliminate resistant weeds, all with one tool. Tillage is now on your terms with TerraMax. Visit Waupun Equipment Company today to learn more about hybrid tillage and the all-new TerraMax from Great Plains. TerraMax, for tillage on your terms.
Okay, we are just about ready to bring you the beginning of today's game. A bit cool out here today with the wind kind of coming across the field. And Waupun wearing their home jerseys, their black jerseys with the gold numbers. And the colors for Wisconsin Dells, I remember them being at state for basketball at one time. They got kind of a light blue that they have going with the white. So it's kind of a white and a light blue color. You can see it on the leggings and the numbers for the players for Wisconsin Dells, the Chiefs. And Waupun will be coming out as a team too. And again, they're going to come out as a team. So they're going to run out now. The Waupun Warriors 2-0. A lot of confidence. I talked to some of these guys as I walked past the locker rooms the last couple days. And these guys are fired up. They're playing with some confidence. I know we've got some athletes on the team. Now I got to see if we can just really try to convince the rest of the conference on a traditionally not very good program in Waupun that Waupun has arrived in. And this is one of the teams you got to either be very competitive with if you're showing that you're making great progress, or you take a victory here tonight and show that they're a serious team that everybody's going to have to watch out for. So we'll see what Waupun has in them tonight. They've got the confidence. They've got the athletic ability. Let's see what happens here with the Waupun Warriors here tonight.
Samuel Brand, Eugene Klister, Chad Lansinger, Kyle Tubbs, Guy Vandervis.
Again, the Warriors.
Providing the athletic trainer for tonight's contest, keeping your athletes safe and in the game.
Hopefully everybody's all healthy for the Warriors. The nice thing that I mentioned before is Landon DeGraff. I mentioned that to the coach, and talked to some of the coaches, some of the assistant coaches about Landon. They said the kid is a beast out there. He's unstoppable when he tries to get inside, and got kicked out of a game a couple games ago in that game against Sturgeon Bay, and it was after he made a really good play for a loss inside the 5-yard line against Sturgeon Bay in that ball game. But just again, playing with a lot of high energy, and we'll see how he gets back on the field for Waupun here today. Waupun will receive to start things out. And Wisconsin Dells will be kicking off to the Warriors. See if Waupun can make some hay here right in that first drive against the Dells. Pretty good number of guys on the bench for both teams. I brought a lot of them that are sitting along the sidelines for the Chiefs. So numbers obviously high over at Wisconsin Dells for football. The Chiefs getting ready to kick off now for beginning of this ball game. Kicking off for the Dells will be Nolan Schmitz. See, they're kind of setting up back, so he must have a leg on him, and kind of a little low-line driver that lands at the 20-yard line. It's taken by Gopalin over on that right side. Graham Gopalin returns it for Waupun, and he doesn't hesitate. He takes it up the field, and that's what you want out of your return guy. You want him taking it right up the field, and that's exactly what he did. So Waupun will take over now at about the 28-yard line. Over on their side of the field. And here we go. 2-0 Waupun taking on 1-1 Wisconsin Dells. Of course, Chase Beam, quarterback for Waupun. Waupun with two receivers out to the left, one out to the right, just one running back in the backfield now for Waupun. In motion, Emmett Hull. And Beam looks up the field, and that one is intercepted on the first pass. It is picked off right away. And that is Jax Gall comes up with an interception right in his hands. Hard pass thrown by Beam, but first play of the game, an interception, and some great field position now for Wisconsin Dells. Exactly not the way you wanted to start the game out. Try to get a little quick hitter along the right side. Now Waupun's defense called in to try to stop Dells, and they're just going to snap the ball in the backfield. Good job and good pursuit finding Lex Ridinger, the quarterback. Just took a keeper all the way. It was just meant to be that, and he ends up getting taken down right at the 30-yard line. He's going to gain a yard on the play. But good pursuit there by Waupun, getting there in a hurry, just keeping him to 1 yard. So it'll be a 2nd down and 9 for the Chiefs. Thanks for joining us on RadioPlusInfo.com. 4 games that we're covering tonight in our viewing area, video streaming, and also around the radio. Now they're going to give it to Ursuline to give him a nice hole around that left side, and he's going to get inside the 25-yard line. He's going to get it right up to about the 23-yard line. They're going to mark him down. So he picks up about 5 yards, 6 yards on the play, and now a 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Next play, just another one to Ursuline, and he's got himself the ball inside the 20. He's got himself a 1st down. Picks up about 5 yards on the play. So Ursuline on the carry. 2nd carry of the ball game, and a 1st down now for the Chiefs. Mark the ball down at the 18-yard line of Waupun. Don't have Randy here. I got to keep the stats myself. So Randy's out proving to the world that he can ride a bike. Ursuline's going to go on that left side, and good pursuit there. And then we've got a flag toward the end of that play. So we'll see maybe a holding or something going around that left side with Ursuline getting there. I think that's the preliminary signal by the official that threw the flag. And that is a hold. Ursuline just got himself a yard on the play. And they are going to, marked it off yet, but setting up to do that. Kind of chilly right now, wind blowing right through the window here. Nate's just fine. He's got a sweater on, a very thin long sleeve shirt on, and he said he's just fine. So that'll negate that 1 yard run carry that they had and make it a 1st down and about 19 yards to go for the Dells. This time Reidinger's going to get it. He's going to try to go up, and Waupun all over that one again. A very minimal gain, maybe 2 yards on the play for Reidinger. Great pursuit by Waupun in a lot of areas, but see if they can take advantage of that holding penalty now. A second down and about 18 yards to go or so for a first down. Just have 10 yards on the scoreboard over there, but it's a little bit more than that. Ball sitting at about the 26-yard line, second down. And they're going to give it again to Ursland. He hits that hole pretty hard. Those guys do a good job giving him that initial hole, and he has himself a nice pickup. Third down and about 12 yards to go now. Ball now sitting at the 20-yard line of Waupun, a third down and 12. And as most teams we've seen this year, and they get to this point, it's usually about 4-down territory, so they might have a couple plays to try to get the first down, but a third down and 12 to go. One receiver split out wide right. Going to give it to Ursland. Kind of stumbles as he gets it. He maybe gets about 2 yards on the play. Makes it a fourth down and 10 yards to go. Again, I can see what they're doing. They just get that initial hold. They get it in a hurry, and Ursland hits that the hole hard. He does not hesitate. He's not doesn't look like he's a patient guy waiting for a bunch of guys to block ahead of him. He's just going to hit it. And before you know it, you can react to him. He's already got himself a yard or two up the field, but he stumbled. And now the ball sitting at the 18-yard line of Waupun. A fourth down and 10 yards to go. Big opportunity here for Waupun. After just a one-play interception, and that's all Waupun had, just one play for that interception to give great field position to the Chiefs. Reidinger goes back and looks off into the end zone. He's got a receiver, and it is a completed pass for the Dells. Two defenders over there, but guy kind of got by him a little bit and then takes it in for the touchdown. So an 18-yard strike there from Reidinger. Remember that was that headed in the end zone? You can't see him there. Okay. But again, a good connection there. Just got past the defenders in that corner of the end zone. And an extra point is up, and it is good. So Waupun now trailing 7-0, with 7:44 left here in the first quarter. Back with Waupun getting the ball back here for the second time of the game in just 1 minute in RP Sports.
A reminder for everyone that Ben's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Ben's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Ben's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard-to-get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
Okay, we are back, and kick going to Graham Gopalan, and he doesn't get much on that. Kind of cuts up the field and gets hit early, and they'll put him down just shy of the 20-yard line, it looks like. So that's where Waupun will take over inside their own 20. First and 10 now for the Warriors. Only one offensive play so far, and that was an interception right off the bat. Two receivers split out left, two in the backfield with a quarterback, and not a bad little run up the middle, getting some positive yards. Kyler Sanders with a carry. Sanders picks up 4 yards on the play. Makes it a 2nd down and 6 for Waupun. All sitting just shy of the 24-yard line. Two receivers split out left. Now for the Warriors. And looking out of the backfield, completing a pass over to Reeder, but they're all over it. And Reeder's going to lose a yard on that.
No gain. 3rd down Warriors.
So Reeder with the completed pass to him, but he ends up actually losing about a half yard or so on the play. Makes it a 3rd down and 7 yards to go. It's 35, and then we've got a flag thrown, and it's going to be a penalty on Waupun.
Too many men on the field.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so Waupun's going to move back 5 yards and make the difficulty just a little bit more. 3rd down and about 11 yards. A little more than 11 yards to go now for Waupun. Beam goes back, breaks a tackle, spins around again, elusive, and he's going to throw the ball way out of bounds. So that is an incomplete pass, and Beam's a little slow to get up. Had a hit just as he threw the ball, kind of twisted around a little bit. So Beam slowly getting up and limping a little bit, and then not sure what is a flag that the official just threw at the end of that. Going to be a personal foul? Intentional grounding. Okay, intentional grounding. So just double bad for Waupun. That's going to put the ball way back at about the 3-yard line. So, man, everything's going against the Warriors so far. Intentional grounding on that one. And Waupun's now looking at a 4th down and a mile to go. And Chase hopefully is all recovered because the guy's got to pump the ball too for the Warriors. So a nice defense for Waupun and trying to get the right personnel out there right now. Beam with his heels almost on the backside of the end zone. So hopefully the snap's right on the money to him. And then a timeout's going to be taken by Waupun. Back in a minute, right after this on RP Sports.
And Steve with us here, the other bar, Main Street in downtown Waupun. We're talking meat raffle, which fires up again coming up on Sunday.
Yeah, it's not summer anymore, so hopefully we have your attention again. So come on down to the other bar on Sundays. Every other week, starting this week, meat raffle start at 3. Come on down. All this meat that comes from Leroy Meats. Great stuff, great time. This week we're going to pick the Waupun Animal Shelter as the recipient. And we're always looking for recipients for this. So if you've got an organization that's in need, come talk to myself or Andy, and we'll try to get you on the list.
Big sports week, of course. Badgers in action, Packers in action coming up on Friday night.
Friday night fish fry, Friday night Packer game. So it's going to be busy, it's going to be fun, it's going to be interesting. So come on down. I mean, obviously the Badgers play on Saturday. There's lots of other great college football on this weekend, and there's all kinds of great stuff on the TVs. And come down and watch it down with a cold beer.
Don't forget the Brew Crew playing hot.
They're great. I mean, it's good stuff. It's a good time, and come down and check it out. We're always having great stuff down here at the other bar.
Main Street in downtown Waupun.
Okay, we are back at Veterans Memorial Field. Waupun have to punt the ball away. Beam rears back, kind of a knuckle ball that's going to land at the. That's a nice job that the ball hit the ground, and luckily Ursuline decided not to grab the football, and Waupun gains about another 10, 11 yards on that one. Randy and I have been talking a lot about that. Waupun making sure they catch a lot of balls in the air, and that really cuts down the extra yards you would get if a ball bounces and heads down the field. But Ursuline kind of backed off on it, let it hit, and gained about another 10, 11 yards or so after it hit the ground. But now, again, some more good field position for the Dells. Are sitting at the Waupun 46-yard line. Two receivers split out to the left. Lex Reidinger, the quarterback. 6 foot, 190-pound junior. That one's loose, and jumping on it right away is Reidinger. That one, just not a good connection between the quarterback Reidinger and Sam Ersland. Kind of had to reach back for it, ends up dropping it, but immediately jumps on the ball, so he's going to lose a yard on the play. Makes it a 2nd down and 11, with the ball now sitting at the 47-yard line of Waupun. Yeah, football feeling night tonight. I know we've got some 80-degree temperatures. Oh, they're going to call that an incomplete. They're going to call that an incomplete forward pass. I don't know. It didn't look like he really threw it to him. He tried to hand it to him, but take that little stat. Also, to get the yard back, makes it a 2nd down and 10 yards to go. Ersland gets it, jumps over one of the defenders along that left side, and pretty elusive guy, pretty athletic guy. It jumps over the first defender that went down and committed himself a little bit too early on that play. And he's going to pick up about 9 yards on the play. Makes it a 3rd down and about a yard to go with the ball just outside the 36-yard line of Waupun. 5:22 and counting down in the first quarter. Pretty nice crowd, a great student section here tonight for Waupun. Not sure if Wisconsin Dells brought anybody here. I don't see a big student section here. They got a spot for him. 2 receivers split out to the right, and quarterback's going to take that one right away up to the 30-yard line for a 1st down. About a 7-yard gain there for the quarterback, Lex Reidinger. It's up to the 31-yard line. 1st and 10 now for the Dells. Tell you, that is definitely just, sometimes you just see these running backs and they kind of sit back and they just kind of wait for the hole to develop and get behind a blocker. And you don't see that with the Dells. They get it, and their feet are already moving full blast to hit that hole in a hurry, and it's just a quick strike. Got a yard or two before you even have a chance to react to it. 1st and 10 now, the ball at the 31-yard line. Ersland in motion left to right. And again, Reidinger's going to take it, and he's going to take it up the middle, and he's got himself another nice gain. He's going to pick about 8 yards up on the carry. And makes it a 2nd down and about 3 yards ago, maybe about a 7-yard carry on that for Reidinger. Yeah, nice little move there. They had Ersland in motion, and he always is going to draw some attention out there, and you got to be aware of where he is. But Reidinger's not afraid to carry the ball himself and has some decent running stats besides some good throwing stats. Ersland gets it, cuts off to his right, and it's off to the races, and he is in with a 24-yard touchdown run. Just had to break one tackle, and then it was speed after that. 24-yard touchdown run for Sam Ersland. Again, just made it look pretty simple. Just broke, somebody got in on his legs there, but he just kind of held that would-be tackler off, and after that it was just a sprint to the end zone, and he's definitely got some wheels, easily winning that race. Waupun now trailing 13-0. Another extra point attempt for the Dells. And they're going to fake this one, going around the right side with it is the holder, and they're going to say he made it in the end zone, reached and got to the inside the pylon, and a nice job by number 9, Gus DeFoss, and catches the pylon and gets it in. 2-point conversion makes it 15-0 with 3:46 left. Back with more of the first quarter of action in just 1 minute on RP Sports.
Every beginning starts with a breath. When buying or selling a home, it's easy to forget to take one. Brooke Bourne and Rock River Realty can guide your next real estate venture without the worry. Home markets are changing, and Brooke Bourne meets the market with only a 2.5% commission. It's true, 2.5%. Save the stress when you work with the best. Contact Brooke Bourne at 920-251-0500 or email brookebourne@rockriverrealty.org.
Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal. Now is the time to get your maintenance plan to prevent an AC conundrum. Don't forget, we sell and install Coleman furnaces too.
Call 920-763-2301. Log on allphasecomforts.com.
Providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Okay, we are back. And the Dells, man, just a couple of guys that carry the ball. They're obviously a nice offensive line, opening up some holes for these guys, but once they hit that hole, it's just off to the races. You got to be very aggressive in trying to get them down early. That one's going to go in Graham Gopal's hand, takes it at about the 6-yard line, heads off to the right. And I don't know if somebody had a hold of his towel or his T-shirt or something. And he gets it up to right around the 26-yard line. Not sure what piece of clothing that was sticking out of the back of the shirt of Graham Gopal. But again, he always does a good job getting the ball up the field in a hurry. Doesn't hesitate, and that's the way you got to be. But Waupun will take over at their own 26-yard line, but they trail 15-0. We're still in the first quarter here. 3:38 left in the first quarter. Steve Witterhack here, Big Nate Young on the video streaming. Two receivers out, just one is Graham Gopal coming out of the ball game. And again, upon having too many guys on the field, and as Gopal was still out there, we made 12 players, and we're going to go back 5 yards again. So really nothing working right for Waupun. Seemed just out of sync, almost like first game of the season type of stuff happening right now to the Waupun Warriors. A couple times they've been called for that. I haven't seen that in the entire season so far, having 12 guys in the field out of the huddle. And a run just a little right of center. Sanders is going to pick up maybe 2 yards on the play. And it's going to be a second down and 13 yards to go now for Waupun.
Second and long, Warriors.
The other teams playing in the conference here tonight. I had written down some of the other games that are being played. They'll try again to get some yards up the middle, but that's going to be going the wrong way on that play. But a 4-yard loss makes it third down and about 16 yards to go.
Tackle in the backfield, Chiefs, third and long, Warriors from the 20-yard
So right now a third down and about 16 yards to go or so for Waupun. Ball sitting at the 20-yard line. Two receivers out left, two split out to the right. And a third and long for Waupun. Beam going back to pass, looks up for a screen, and nowhere to go on that one. Again, they completed it to Reeder, but he gets about a yard on the play up to the 21-yard line. So he's got a total of 2 catches for now 0 because he had -1 and +1 on that one, so it puts him right at 0 again. So he's at a negative category, but again, Waupun's offense coming off the field, and Chase Beam back into punt again, a 4th down and 15 yards to go. Chase Beam is back to punt. Little high snap, Beam grabs it. Little end-over-end punt taken about the 48-yard line, fair catch called by Ursland. And 48-yard line, that's the worst field position start that the Dells have had so far. They've started Waupun territory a couple times and have scored both of those drives. Now they're sitting at the 48-yard line on their side of the field. 1st and 10 now for the Dells. A 51 yards of rushing already, along with a 24-yard touchdown run so far for Sam Ursland. Just the quarterback and Ursland have been the 2 ball carriers so far in the ball game. Right-winger's got, now he's looking to pass up the field. Being chased down, and that's going to be picked off by Braden Torres, who had 2 interceptions last week. Torres goes up and grabs it, and finally a big break for Waupun. Maybe that'll change the momentum. Waupun's going to get the ball back. A good job by Braden Torres. He's got a nose for the ball. Goes up, cuts in front of the intended receiver, and hauls it in. Waupun will take over at their own 41-yard line. First big break for Waupun in the game. 1:35 left in the first quarter. Waupun trailing 15-0 with 1:35 left. Now, we don't have a scoreboard clock here, so sorry about that, but we'll try to remind you of the time as much as we can. Hull in motion, and they're going to hand the ball around the right side. Actually, Beam hangs on to it, and he's going to get hit as he throws it. Man, great pursuit by a few of the linemen there for the Wisconsin Dells Chiefs. Like big number 55, Payne Carroll, 5'11", 240 pounds. He was right in the face of Beam. Those guys are getting in there, and Chase is not having the time he's had these past 2 weeks where he's racked up a bunch of yards passing. Down to 1:30 left in the first quarter. Makes it a 2nd down and 10. Torres split out to the right. Hall and Prawl out to the left now for Waupun. Look down the right sideline, and Torres is going to catch it, but he's going to get himself nowhere on that catch. Gets himself maybe up to the line of scrimmage at the 41. So Torres with the catch. So we got a catch, but nowhere to go with it. Had the defender right on him the whole way. As soon as he caught it, he was wrapped up and taken down. 3rd down and 10 now for Waupun. Two receivers out to the left, one out to the right. Beam again in trouble. Looks up the field. That's going to overshoot Emmett Hull. Almost picked off. Right behind him was the defender, Landon Glassy. Dove down for it, but couldn't haul it in, and Waupun goes nowhere with the ball. They got it at the 41 on the pick, and they're at the 41 right now. Makes it a 4th down and 10 yards to go on their side of the field. Waupun again is going to have to punt the ball away with 49 seconds left here in the first quarter. Got Nick Rush out there, one of our viewers here today, so thanks for joining us, Nick. We're giving Nick a night off, seeing you work last night in the Fond du Lac football game. Busy guy. He's the mastermind that puts these crazy schedules together. I don't know how he does it, but he does. And that's going to bounce off one of the Dells players, and I think Waupun's going to get it back at about the 27-yard line. Officials already pointing Waupun's way. One of the Dells players was down there, hit him in the back, and Waupun jumps on it to take the ball back. And that's a big break there for Waupun. See if they can take advantage of it. Not sure where they're going to set the ball down, but it's going to be great field position for Waupun. Another big break for Waupun. They had the interception. Didn't go anywhere with it, but now they are sitting inside the 30-yard line at the 29-yard line. Had some discussion with the officials. I thought it was a little closer to 25, but Waupun is going to get it back. It looks like they're just going to keep it right there at the 29-yard line. 1st and 10 for Waupun, now into Dells territory for the first time in the ball game. Logan Prawl in motion, cutting across the field left to right. Looking up over the middle, and that one gets a hand on. A nice job by the defender. He didn't get his hand up. That was going to be in the hands of Braden Torres, and he was going to take it to the house after that. But a nice job by the defender, kind of reaching back, getting his hands in that one, and knocks the ball down. We've got a Dells defender on the ground right now, injured. We'll take a break. Come back with more Waupun Warrior football after this, an injury timeout on RP Sports.
Holman Auto is very blessed to have served our local communities for 50 years. From a small used car store with 4 employees to 5 locations and over 100 employees, we would like to thank our many customers and our communities for the past 50 years. Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Waupun, Holman Chevrolet in Waupun, Holman Ford and Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Ripon, Holman Chevrolet GMC in Ripon, and the location where we began 50 years ago, Holman Value Center in Waupun. Thank you for allowing us to serve you, our customers, our friends, for the last 50 years. And we look forward to the next 50 years. Holman Auto, great selection, award-winning service, low prices, and a relaxed buying atmosphere. We make you feel at home at Holman Auto Group in Waupun and Ripon, serving you for 50 years and counting.
Well, thank the 74 computers that are logged on tonight watching the game, and also to Chris Colby out there from Germantown. Let's go Waupun. Reeder gets a hand up but loses it. It's on the ground, and no signal yet by the officials, but Waupun right now is still checking it out. They're not committing to anybody yet, but Reeder ends up getting the ball knocked out of his hand as he's trying to cross the line of scrimmage. It goes forward a little bit, and still no motion. It looks like the Dells Chiefs, by the players' reaction, is going to get the ball back, and they are. Again, Waupun Gets a huge break and again gives it up right away on the first play. Wow, that cannot happen if you want a chance to start being competitive in this ball game. 31 seconds left, and again, another turnover for Waupun. Had that turnover on the interception on the first play of the ball game offensively for Waupun. And you get that great field position at the 29, and you cough it up and get the ball back. Two receivers out to the left, one out to the right. Going to give it over to Ursland. He's going to cut up the middle, and he's going to get himself maybe about 6 yards on the play, up to about the 33-yard line. So a 6-yard carry there by Ursland, racking up the yards here. Over 50 yards, not quite 60 yet, and they're going to let the clock run out, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. Waupun trailing 15-0, but the Dells on the move right now, and we'll be back with more Waupun Warrior football right after this on RP Sports.
Say cheese. If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Kasasa Rewards checking accounts? All Kasasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Kasasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Okay, we are back at Veterans Memorial Field again. Waupun shooting themselves in the foot here, getting handed some great field position, but coming up empty again. Trail 15-0. You're just heading into the first play of the second quarter here at Veterans Memorial Field. Steve Witterhack with you. Big Nate Young on the video streaming. Waiting for the 11th player to come on the field right now for Dells. Took him a little bit to get out here, but he's out here now. Mark Clary back out. Their left guard. Give it to Ursland again. He's going to take the ball up a little closer to the first down marker. Yeah, we can actually have him marked as getting a first down on this. So a first down with the ball sitting now at the 38-yard line.
At the 37.
Mr. Ursland had 57 yards in the first quarter of play. Two receivers out left, one out to the right now for the Dells. One running back, of course, in the backfield with Ursland. Gets it in. He's got some space out there. Gets the corner. Heads into Waupun territory. Crosses the 50, taken down at about the 45-yard line. About an 18-yard carry on that play by Ursland. Man, he got the corner and got that edge very quickly around that right side. He did a good job with the blockers up there to seal that off, and now he has the ball in Waupun territory up at the 44-yard line. Reitinger gets the snap, and they're going to hand it off now to somebody who's not Ursland or Reitinger on that play, and they get a 1-yard gain. The carry was by Nolan Pope, and he gets himself 1 yard.
For about a 1-yard gain, second down, Chiefs.
That's his first carry of the game, second down and 9 with the ball sitting at the 43-yard line of Waupun. Clock ticking down, a little over a minute into the second quarter of action at 1:44 and counting down. 15-0 lead for the Dells on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. And Reitinger gets a fake handoff, and he's going to take it up the field. Maybe gains about 2 yards on the play. So it'll be a third down and about 7 yards to go now. Waupun would really get a little boost of energy if they can maybe get that ball back and see if they get something going offensively. That's the mystery here. A couple turnovers with a fumble, with an interception in the ball game so far. They've been given some opportunities here with that interception at Waupun's 41-yard line by Torres. The fumble recovery by the Warriors deep into the Chiefs' territory, and in trouble right now is Reidinger, and he's going to get taken down. Going to tuck it in, and he's going to lose about a yard on the play, back to about the 43-yard line. Maybe 42 as the official steps over half a step. So loss on the play makes it a 4th down and 8 yards to go. 9:24 and counting down in the half. And possibly, Chiefs setting up to punt the ball away right now. Yeah, it looks like setting up to do the punting is Logan Goodrich. Setting up at the Waupun 45-yard line. 9:05 and counting down in the half. Well, Waupun, good rush on that one, but still a good punt was that was almost, and taking it down, Graham Gopal. And do what you're supposed to do, stopping that ball from hitting the ground and heading further down the field. Had to go down to his knees to do it, so that'll put him down right there at about the 17-yard line. That's where Waupun will take over. Hey, you got to stop. That's a good positive thing here for Waupun. And an opportunity with exactly 9 minutes left here in the first half. See if Waupun can get some kind of offensive rhythm going. And a lot of things going on tonight. Probably a lot of people with maybe that's what Nick was watching on his other TV over there, watching the Packers play down in Brazil against the Eagles tonight. Got a couple of big tennis matches at the U.S. Open. Now looking up the field, Logan Prawl grabs the ball, and Prawl hauls it in. So it'll pass, and he's going to pick up about 11 yards on the play. First time that Logan Prawl has had a chance to put his hands on the football here today, and he hauls it in. He's got great hands, too, and he goes after that ball, too, and he has a chance for it. He just goes after it and said, that's mine, and hauls it in. Look up the middle again. That one's going to shoot out of the hands of Waupun's tight end, Isaiah Thurk. So it's a second down and 10 to go now, with the ball still sitting at the 29-yard line of Waupun. So one positive thing, Waupun actually earns their first down. First down of the ball game on a play. Second down, though, and 10 yards to go. 8:39 left here in the first half. Two receivers out to the left of the Warriors. And hand the ball over to Sanders. He's got some room around the right side, crosses the 40, and is taken down right around the 40-yard line. That's a 15-yard pickup by Kyler Sanders. Got to get used to those lights so they can kind of blink them here with that new lighting system that they have. And you got to think that there's a power outage going here, but they can kind of play with the lights a little bit and make them dance just a little bit. And first down for Waupun again, their second first down of the ball game that they earned. Ball sitting out the 44-yard line. Beam goes back to pass, looks up the field, throws it up high to Prawl. He's got it. And he's going to head up the field, break some tackles up to the 30-yard line, following his blockers to the 20-yard line before he's taken down. But a 37-yard pass into the hands of Logan Prawl. Good job again, going up to just grab the ball. Hauls it in and breaks some tackles. Oh, no, we got a flag on the play. Oh, no. Did not see the flag. I don't think anybody saw it. They're just looking down the field, and now we're all looking back, and that negates everything that just happened there on that nice play. It was kind of a crazy play as Logan went up for the ball and looked like maybe he was going to get hit as soon as he caught the ball, but the defender also kind of jumped up, and then Logan comes down first and heads up the field past that defender, follows a blocker way up the field and negates a 37-yard completion well up the field here for the Warriors, but it's going to bring it back and put the ball at the 39-yard line. And that is correct, because it was at the 44 to start with. So, yeah, nice play there for Waupun. Finally got it. Now maybe they still can build off from that they still have some positive things happening right now. Beam again looking to pass. He's being chased right now and does get the ball in the hands of Graham Gopalin and stays on his feet good enough to lunge forward into Dell's territory. About a 12-yard completion on that. We'll start it at the 39-yard line. Gets it over to the 49-yard line of Dell's. It's another player heard from Waupun. Not sure what I'm going to do. Randy, where are you with your stats right now? I need you right now. 12-yard pass completion. Pass again down the field. That's going to pick up some more yards into Logan Prawl and say incomplete. That would have been a first down for Waupun if he could have hauled it in, but the official right there says he bobbled it as he hit the ground. So an incomplete pass. I don't know. We're going to try it. Do you think we can put the light on here, Nate? Is it just for everybody? Right with you? Yeah, we got the nice light, individual lighting. Sometimes you turn the lights on in a press box. It turns everybody's lights on, but we got ours on right now. And now I can see all the paperwork I have sitting in front of me right now. Down to 7:11 left now. There you go. Did they give that to Waupun? Yeah, they did. Okay, they did give the catch to him then. So we have first down for Waupun now sitting at the 44-yard line. Beam goes back to pass again, looks up, and that one well overshot. Trying to get over to Thurk, and a couple of receivers in the same area. I think right now Thurk talking to his teammate that was in that same area over there, and that was Graham Gopalin. So he said, guys are kind of close and no way to separate from all those defenders. A couple of guys can, fewer guys can cover those two guys who are in the same area. So second down and 10. Something going on for Waupun. Under 7 to play in the first half, trailing 15-0. Sanders gets it, cuts up over the 40-yard line, drops the ball. And we'll see what they say here, but it looks like Waupun's going to get the ball back. Sanders again hit right around the 40-yard line and went squirting forward. And it's like Gopalin might have jumped right in there. And Toutant actually comes up with a recovery. So good job, Toutant, getting over there and picking up the ball after Sanders drops it after a nice run. So now I would say third down and 4 yards to go. Two receivers out to the right, one out to the left. 6:07 and counting down in the half. Beam in a little bit of trouble, kind of floats one up there, and then he's going to throw it out of bounds. And he's got a hand in his face almost all the time. If it's not open right away, and then you've got all those, some real nice defensive line guys right in your face immediately. So there's one thing that you really couldn't scout as far as just looking at stats on the aggressiveness and the effectiveness of the defense of Wisconsin Dells. There are ball hounds out there, and they get in a hurry right now, and that's been giving Chase Beam some trouble trying to settle in as a quarterback. He's had some pretty good, blocking over the first two games of the season. Had time to kind of look around, and he's pretty good with his feet moving around and buying some time out there. But these guys are right in his face in a hurry. Beam gets it, and it's a pretty good punt. Fair catch called at about the 9-yard line, and that's where the Dells will take over with just under 6 minutes left here to play in the first half. 15-0 the lead for Wisconsin Dells over Waupun. Conference game number 1 in the South Central Conference. Waupun likes this conference. We got a lot more traveling to do when you're in this conference, so we'll see how that works out. And going to Boston in places like that. It's a bit of a jaunt for us, but we'll be ready to get out there and get to all those games, as many as we can. Boston taking on Nakusa tonight. It's Adams Friendship at Ripon and Berlin at Wautoma, the teams that are playing in the conference. And on his feet again, he is Ursland and runs down the sideline and Gets kind of ran out of bounds right around the 29-yard line. Picks up 20 on the play.
First one to the right side, out of bounds.
Give him about 20 on that run. Yeah, he's racking up the yards right now. Right around the maybe the 100-yard mark almost. 8:43. I think that put him right as far as my stats are, whatever that means, as Randy likes to say, on official stats. We'll stick with that too. It looks like he's right around 100 yards right now. And that's all we can do. Do the best we can on the stats. He said a 1st and 10, and that one's going to go out of the hands. Waupun chasing it down, and luckily for Ridinger, he gets it back, but now he's going to get taken down for a huge loss. Bad snap goes over the head of Ridinger. He has to chase it down. And he gets taken down right around the 12-yard line. Landon Potratz gets in and gets a tackle for Waupun. Good job by Ridinger. It popped right back in his hands again after it hit the ground. And then we've got a player on the ground for Waupun. So we'll do another injury timeout. 5:24 left in the half. Waupun trailing 15-0 back after this on RP Sports.
Life's better with an auto policy from American Family Insurance, no matter what dreams you're driving towards. That's because you'll feel totally protected with the right auto coverage. Plus, you'll save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home with our expert agents. American Family Insurance.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
Planning to build? Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your visions to reality. You need Pinot. After all, we've been doing it for over 45 years. To start your next project, go to www.rapinno.com and you'll learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot. Build better for future generations.
Okay, we are back after that injury timeout. 5:22 left here in the first half. Waupun. There's Landon Potratz after that play, coming off a slow guy you cannot really not have out there. Second down and 28 yards to go. Ridinger looks over to the right side. That is intercepted by Braden Torres. He takes it up the 16-yard line and takes it up the field. Interception for Braden Torres, his second interception of this ball game, and his fourth interception in the last two games for Waupun. Big play by Braden Torres. Waupun has it now sitting right around the 5-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal now for Waupun. A huge break for the Warriors with 5:01 left. Again, Braden Torres, great ball hound out there. Good hands. That was kind of a hot pass on that one. He just jumps up and hauls it in. Knew what to do with it as soon as he gets the ball. He's a great receiver, too. Big opportunity for Waupun. Reeder gets it, goes around the left side, still on his feet, and no signal. Yes, he is in the end zone. A 5-yard touchdown run from Hayden Reeder. What a great job. Torres gets the interception, sets up a 5-yard touchdown run by Hayden Reeder for Waupun. Here we go. Waupun still in this ball game, and momentum's definitely going the Waupun way. Waupun sets up again with a very unusual setup they've had the whole season. We've got a flag on the play as you've got Prawl trying to go on the left side and does not get in, but a flag thrown right in the very beginning of that play. I'm sure the Dells have looked at all the different options Waupun has run off from that play, and they were all over it. Prawl had instead of running off to the right, he had to run for his life out to the left and went out of bounds. So extra point, no good. And Waupun now on the board, but they trail 15 to 6 with just under 5 to play here in the first half of play. Back after this on RP Sports.
You know, when planting season arrives, timing is everything. That's why you need a planter that's ready to strike when the conditions are right. Massey Ferguson planters are part of a long tradition of accurate planting with minimal downtime and required maintenance. It's a combination of precision, dependability, and performance worthy of the Massey Ferguson name and worthy of your farm. Stop by Waupun Equipment today or visit www.masseyferguson.us to learn more.
Every beginning starts with a breath. When buying or selling a home, it's easy to forget to take one. Brookborn and Rock River Realty can guide your next real estate venture without the worry. Home markets are changing, and Brookborn meets the market with only a 2.5% commission. It's true, 2.5%. Save the stress when you work with the best. Contact Brookborn at 920-251-0500 or email brookborn@rockriverrealty.org.
Okay, we are back. Just under 5 to play here in the first half. Waupun gets on the board. 5-yard touchdown run by Hayden Reeder. 2-point conversion, no good. And Waupun going for the onside kick again. And that one is one they found success with against the Huskies of New Holstein last week. Kind of just pooched it in right around the 35-yard line on the other side of the field. And they got in there in a hurry, but a good job by the Dells covering that one. And they'll get some decent field position. See the Packers with 3:01 left in the first quarter, leading their ball game 6-0 down in Brazil, in Sao Paulo, against the Philadelphia Eagles. It'd be nice to start out with a W, even though you got to play out of the country. Big things expected from the Green Bay Packers. So hopefully people got a split screen or a couple of different TVs going and watching our game and watching the Packer game. Pass off to the right side, and that one is hauled in. Almost looked like the receiver wasn't really quite ready for that to be thrown in his direction as they complete it over to Gus Foss over on that right side. Picks up a yard on the play. So he was kind of surprised and then dove forward, got it, and just had to go down right away to catch it. Got himself a yard on the play, makes it a second down. And 9 yards to go, clock ticking right now, 5:25 and counting down here in the half. 15-6 in favor of the Dells. They're called the Chiefs. Urslin's going to get the handoff, and he's got no place to go. Gets him maybe right up to the line of scrimmage on that play. Looks like Reeder and Coons in on the tackle for the Waupun Warriors. Mostly Coons. The tackle makes it a third down and about 9 to go. Ball still sitting at the Dells 35-yard line. 2 receivers out left, 1 out to the right. A third down and 9 for the Chiefs. Got some people jumping everywhere, and that's going to be movement by the Dells that drew Waupun off. They're going to go back 5 yards, makes it a third down and 14 yards to go. Yeah, definitely momentum going Waupun's way. See if they can keep on benefiting from that. Clock ticking down now, 3:35 left. And we've got Waupun's game against Ripon. We'll have that for you coming up next week over at Fields at Ripon. The College doesn't play there anymore. They got their own field over on the campus now. So it's just the Ripon high school team and see how they are this year. One team that followed Waupun into this conference. Again, got a whistle going off and might have some more movement again by the Dells. And again, taking another 5 yards back. Makes it third down and 19 yards to go. And they're going to put the ball down at the 25-yard line. Dells have been looking pretty disciplined in the game, and all of a sudden a little lack of discipline has moved them back. A third down and 19. See if Waupun can pin them back right there and make them punt the ball. Give it to Ursulin again around that left side. He does have the corner. Over there is Torres on the tackle. Good job. Torres having himself quite a ball game right now, and maybe 2 yards on that run by Ursulin. That's pretty good. You got him down to last 2 carries, 0, and then 2 yards. Only 2 yards on those 2 carries. So see a lot of the parents getting up right now, and it's Parents' Night here tonight at Veterans Memorial Field. And Waupun's going to get that ball back with 2:50 left and should have some pretty good field position. Here is the punt. Nice little spiral taken at the 38-yard line of Waupun. This time by Graham Gopalin trying to get the corner. Crosses the 45, tries to get up to midfield into Dell's territory and violently taken down right in that sideline. But man, I got to tell you, he's a tough guy. He's up right away, says, here's the ball, I'm ready to go. Graham Gopalin again making something out of nothing. And there's a flag at the end of that play. So what, is it going to be something on Waupun or on that hit at the end of that? And we'll see what they're going to call now. The officials discussing a flag on the ground after a nice run back by Graham Gopalin. And see some grumbling in the Waupun crowd right now. So hopefully this doesn't mean they're overheard a little bit of what they're discussing out there. Officials again having a little bit lengthy discussion on the field on what they're going to call, where it's going to be, and everything else. So we haven't got any indication yet into what the call is. But a nice run back, like I said, by Graham Gopalin, grabbing that ball, taking a hard hit at the end of it, getting that corner where it looks like he wasn't even going to make it to midfield. 15-yard penalty on the Warriors. So they're going to attack that back off from the nice return. I'm not sure if they really know what they seem a little confused, this officiating crew, on what exactly they're going to do with it and where they're going to take off from. And they just took off wherever they're going to take off from and put it back in Waupun territory. They're going to start at their own 42-yard line. So, yeah, a little bit of confusion there. A few of those kind of calls here in the ball game by the crew, but nonetheless, Waupun does get it back with 2:38 left. Bean gets it and is looking to pass right now, looking up the field, and that one's going to get picked off. And going down the sideline with it right now is Devin Henry. Cuts back and into the end zone. About a 45-yard pick six there for Devin Henry. Another ill-advised pass right there by Waupun. That receiver was never open there, and Henry was just there ready to jump the pass. And he takes it from the interception point about 45-yard line into the end zone. Nice run for him. He tucks it in and heads up the field. Oh, man, it just goes from at least getting the ball back to about as bad as they can get. A pick six by Devin Henry. And Waupun now trailing 21-6 with 2:26 left here in the first half. Going for the extra point again. And to kick the extra point for the Chiefs is Nolan Schmitz. Ball was up, and it is good. Waupun trailing in the ball game. Score 22-6, and we will be back in just 1 minute with more Warrior football on RP Sports.
Holman Auto is very blessed to have served our local communities for 50 years. From a small used car store with 4 employees to 5 locations and over 100 employees, we would like to thank our many customers and our communities for the past 50 years. Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Waupun, Holman Chevrolet in Waupun, Holman Ford and Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Ripon, Holman Chevrolet GMC in Ripon, and the location where we began 50 years ago, Holman Value Center in Waupun. Thank you for allowing us to serve you, our customers, our friends, for the last 50 years. And we look forward to the next 50 years. Holman Auto, great selection, award-winning service, low prices, and a relaxed buying atmosphere. We make you feel at home at Holman Auto Group in Waupun and Ripon, serving you for 50 years and counting.
Okay, the worst possible thing happening, a pick six, 45-yard interception into the end zone the other way by Devin Henry. Extra point good. 22-6 now the lead for Wisconsin Dells. Again, Graham Gopalan's going to take it, gets it on the short hop, heads up the field, cutting back and forth, crosses the 30, and gets it up to the 31-yard line. Great job every time he gets his hands on the ball by Graham Gopalan. He's a football player and plays with a lot of intensity out there. Love watching. He wasn't even on my radar as a big football player for Waupun, and he caught my attention already in week one. And I tell you, he makes things happen when he gets it in his hands, and a great guy to have back for kick return, for punt returns. That's one of the guys you want back that you wanted to get it in his hand because he'll get you some positive yards. So here we go. Waupun gets the ball back on their own 31-yard line, trailing by 16. 2:19 left here in the first half. And they're going to hand the ball off over to Emmett Hull going around the right side, and he's going to lunge forward and gets himself maybe about possibly a 2-yard gain on the play. And we're going to give him up to the 34-yard line, so give him 3 yards on the play. Sweep around the right side for Emmett and does a good job getting some positive yards on it, lunging forward. 2nd down and 7 yards to go now for the Warriors. 2 receivers split out to the right, 2 out to the left. Beam looking up, finds Braden Torres, spins around, breaks a tackle, crosses the 45, and then goes out of bounds. Gets himself a 1st down. Give him 12 yards on that for Braden Torres. Not sure where I have Braden anymore. Nice stats here. Got him down as his first catch in the ball game. So 1st and 10 for Waupun. The ball sitting at the 46-yard line of the Warriors. Right now, Beam's got a little room around the right side, and they toss it up the field, and that one almost gets picked off. Trying to find Graham Gopalan down inside the 35. Graham gets a hand on it. Luckily, didn't tap it up in the air too high, and it falls to the ground harmlessly. I'm keeping an eye on that Green Bay Packer game, too, for the people that maybe don't have it on both of their screens right now. Oh, roughing the passer call now on the Chiefs. Got 86 computers logged on right now. Thanks for joining us. Technology today, man. You could get probably you can bring a couple of TVs in the living room or in your rec room, and you can watch the Packers on one TV. You can watch this game. You can watch any of 4 of the games that we are covering around our area. I know Springs is blowing out their opponent. Who they got today, Nate? Amro, just 40-something to nothing in that game, so that's a blowout. 1:28 left in this game. Beam goes back to pass, rolls off to his right, being chased down, and he's going to just throw it up the field, and a personal foul is going to be called. Kind of a rough finish on that play by Tanner Paulson. Did everything right, except at the end he hung on to Beam and then kind of threw him down a little bit when they were well out of bounds. So a personal foul is going to be tacked on. Big penalty there with that personal foul, and as Paulson's going to get yanked out of the game right now by his coach, and they're going to bring in a replacement player. Of course, what we've been finding, nobody has the right roster out of any of the games we played and have called so far this year. We have no 45 on our roster sheet, so. Waupun again getting handed some opportunities in the ball game. Took advantage of that interception that they had by Braden Torres and got a touchdown out of it. And now 1:22 left to see if they can make the Chiefs pay for that. Throw down the field, and that's in and out of the hands of Emmett Hull. Yeah, it would have been a nice one to haul in. That would have been a 1st down deep into Chief territory, but incomplete pass stops the clock now at 1:17. .117 left here in the half. 22-6 now the lead for the Dells Chiefs. First time I've seen Waupun take the Chiefs on ever. I don't think I've seen them play them in any sport in the past. Little blitz coming in right now, and Beam rolls off to his right and looks up the field, does have a receiver, and going down and hauling it in And that is a completed pass. They're going to say complete. That is complete in the hands of Emmett Hull. Nice job by Beam rolling off to his right. And they're going to say a touchdown. They're trying to say he bobbled it, but a good job, a great job. Amazing catch by Emmett Hull, a 24-yard touchdown connection. Good job by Chase Beam to kind of lengthen that play out, draw it out a little bit, rolled off to his right, had a defender closing in on him. Good job by Emmett Hull, keeping it moving for his quarterback, and gave him a nice try on that one. Hauls it in, 24-yard touchdown completion in the hands of Emmett Hull with 1:10 left here in the half. And a timeout taken by the Dells. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more Warrior football than RP Sports.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard-to-get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
Okay, we are back again. A exciting moment there. Waupun does give up a touchdown on that pick six, but they answer right away. Took advantage of a personal foul penalty on the Dells. Some nice completions down the field. Ends with a 24-yard touchdown completion from Beam in the hands of Emmett Hall. Diving catch in the back right corner of the end zone. Waupun going for that 2-point conversion again. Trying to get within one score in this ball game. Everybody kind of going off to the left. He got Logan Prawl again all by himself behind center. Dells ready to come in right away and rolling off to his right. And good job. Dells really must have studied all the options Waupun has on that. They've covered it twice now, but Waupun does get that touchdown. They're down now by 10 points, 22-12. 1:10 left here in the first half of action. Back in just 30 seconds with more Warrior football on RP Sports.
Say cheese. If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
Okay, we are back. Alex Dunlap checking in with us. He's always concerned about his basketball players out there, that they're staying healthy for the basketball season. High expectations for Waupun boys basketball. Alex Dunlap having a great first year and really a great connection with his players out there and some very good athletes coming back. Can't wait for that basketball season. Beam with the kickoff, and it's taken right at the 20-yard line. And good coverage by Waupun, keeping it a minimal return with 1:05 left. That is Antonio Gomez that returns the ball. Thanks for joining us. Steve Witterhack with you here at Veterans Memorial Field. Waupun, some major mistakes in the ball game, but they've bent a little bit. They haven't broken yet and still only down by 10. 1:05 left, and hopefully that's a score you can take into the locker room. Just a 10-point deficit. On having the ball quite a bit here in the second quarter. Not as many carries for their main running back, Sam Ersland, in the second quarter of action. Got 100 yards so far in the game. He's got it again and make it 101 as he maybe gained a yard in the play up to about the 33-yard line. You're actually going to give him nothing on that, so stuck at 100 right now. His last three carries, 0, 2, and 0. So Waupun making some adjustments with Sam Ersland out there. That's good. Now you got to get things going offensively. 40 seconds and counting down here in the first half. Dells look like they're in no hurry right now. Maybe just trying to run that clock down and make sure that they don't give it back to Waupun at all. One receiver split out to the right. We have Rafe Burgee out there. Again, letting that clock run down to they're starting to get counted down by the official in the defensive backfield. And boy, almost fumbled there by the quarterback. Reidinger hauls it in, just heads to the ground, and I think they're just going to let that clock run out with the way the second quarter went. Wasn't a pretty quarter for either team, really, but Waupun is now trailing 22-12, and that's your halftime score on your New Medical Integrated Healthcare scoreboard. I'll be back in just a few minutes to talk about the first half of action. Waupun again playing at home against Wisconsin Dells. The Chiefs trailing now 22-12. Back after this on RP Sports.
Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal. Now is the time to get your maintenance plan to prevent an AC conundrum. Don't forget, we sell and install Coleman furnaces too.
Call 920-763-2301. Log on allphasecomforts.com.
Providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
We all know the struggle, the ups, the downs, the roundabouts on the journey to losing weight. This is Dr. Randy Blahoviak at New Medical Center, and we understand. We've been there. That's why we're proud to offer you a fresh start with our semaglutide weight loss program. Semaglutide, commercially known as Wegovy, is an FDA-approved medication that mimics a hormone your body naturally produces. It helps to curb your hunger, eliminate cravings, and lets you focus on what truly matters, living your best life. But it's more than just a medication. It's about feeling good inside and out. It's about finding your confidence, your strength, and reclaiming the life you've always dreamed of. We've witnessed remarkable transformations here at New Medical Center. Real people, like you and me, taking control of their health, their happiness, and their future. Take it from me, I lost 40 pounds. That's 20% of my entire body weight in 5 months with no change in exercise. It was easy. Begin your transformation today. Call New Medical Center at 920-324-9899 or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com.
And Steve with us here, the other bar, Main Street in downtown Waupun. We're talking meat raffle, which fires up again coming up on Sunday.
Yeah, it's not summer anymore, so hopefully we have your attention again. So come on down to the other bar on Sundays. Every other week, starting this week, meat raffles start at 3. Come on down. All this meat that comes from Leroy Meats. Great stuff, great time. This week we're going to pick the Waupun Animal Shelter as the recipient. And we're always looking for recipients for this. So if you've got an organization that's in need, come talk to myself or Andy, and we'll try to get you on the list.
Big sports week, of course. Badgers in action, Packers in action coming up on Friday night.
Friday night fish fry, Friday night Packer game. So it's going to be busy, it's going to be fun, it's going to be interesting. So come on down. I mean, obviously the Badgers play on Saturday. There's lots of other great college football on this weekend, and there's all kinds of great stuff on the TVs. And come down and watch it down with a cold beer.
Don't forget the Brew Crew playing hot.
They're great. I mean, it's good stuff. It's a good time, and come down and check it out. We're always having great stuff down here at the other bar.
Main Street in downtown Waupun.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
A reminder for everyone that Ben's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Ben's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Ben's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Welcome back to Veterans Memorial Field. Steve Winterhack with you. You got Big Nate Young doing the video streaming. And Waupun, boy, just kind of an up and down quarter. Plenty of opportunities for Waupun to maybe do more damage than what they did in the ball game. They got a couple touchdowns. Great defense. Braden Torres with a couple interceptions in the ball game. Did a great job with that. That second interception he had set Waupun up at the 5-yard line for a touchdown right away from Hayden Reeder. Took it to the end zone, and Waupun gets their first score on that one. But you start the game out with the very first offensive play of the game for either team. Waupun throws a pick right away, and Waupun gives it up. And at the end of that drive after that, the Dells gets their first touchdown. and then a pick six, too, and you kind of have things going your way. And you throw a pick six and a 45-yard touchdown pick six by Devin Henry at that point. That really made things look bad for Waupun. At least they did answer. They regrouped. They took advantage of a huge personal foul that they had at the end of a play against Wisconsin Dells, and Waupun finishes the drive with a 24-yard touchdown pass from Chase Beam over to Emmett Hull. Diving catch to haul it in. So impressive finish there in the first half for Waupun to get that touchdown. Not having the luck they've had in the past with that two-point conversion thing, but again, I like the adjustments that Waupun has made. You didn't hear much out of their main running back, Sam Ursuline, in that second half. He had 57 yards in the first half. Then he did have that 20-yard run and an 18-yard run in the second quarter, but overall they did a lot better job on Sam Ursuline and really also kept their quarterback, Lex Reitinger, from doing any damage also, and really took away his running game in the ball game. So we'll take a little break here, come back and talk about the scoring in the ball game, talk about a few of the numbers, whatever I can come up with here. I'm just going to make them up now. Well, I've got some in the ballpark type numbers, sounds about right numbers, so we'll have those for you coming up in just a few minutes. Halftime, Waupun trailing 22-12 to Wisconsin Dell. The Chiefs back after this on RP Sports.
Life's better with an auto policy from American Family Insurance, no matter what dreams you're driving towards. That's because you'll feel totally protected with the right auto coverage. Plus, you'll save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home with our expert agents. American Family Insurance.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
Planning to build? Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your visions to reality. You need Pinot. After all, we've been doing it for over 45 years. To start your next project, go to www.rapinno.com and you'll learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot, build better for future generations.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
Here's Tyler Schultz from Warner Harmson, downtown Waupun.
Just expanded our business last year, and we got into cabinets and countertops. 2024, it's a great time to come in right now. Start remodeling your kitchen or your bathrooms. We have cabinets that range, really, really small up to really large vanities, nice countertops, and really make your bathroom or your whole kitchen come together.
Warner Harmson, furniture, flooring, blinds, cabinets, and countertops. Main Street, Waupun.
Holman Auto is very blessed to have served our local communities for 50 years. From a small used car store with 4 employees to 5 locations and over 100 employees, we would like to thank our many customers and our communities for the past 50 years. Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Waupun, Holman Chevrolet in Waupun, Holman Ford and Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Ripon, Holman Chevrolet GMC in Ripon, and the location where we began 50 years ago, Holman Value Center in Waupun. Thank you for allowing us to serve you, our customers, our friends, for the last 50 years. And we look forward to the next 50 years. Holman Auto, great selection, award-winning service, low prices, and a relaxed buying atmosphere. We make you feel at home at Holman Auto Group in Waupun and Ripon, serving you for 50 years and counting.
Welcome back. Parents' Night, getting their due on the field. That's a long Parents' Night when you get into having the parents come out on a football team when you got, 30, 40 guys that are all suited up out there. So They got their notice right now. The players just going to be heading back to the locker room right now. And, of course, rough start for Waupun. That first play from scrimmage and interception. They also later in that second half, towards the end of the first half, I should say, there was that pick six. And some opportunities to really make this a pretty close game. And they're only down by 10 right now, Waupun is to Wisconsin Dells. So let's take a look at the scoring here in the first half. Man, I can't even read my own writing on this, but of course that interception that set up eventually a touchdown, 18-yard touchdown TD pass over to Rafe Burgee. Extra point was good, made it 7-0 at that time with 7:44 left in the first quarter. In that first quarter again, 3:46 left. 24-yard touchdown run from Sam Ursland, man. He just broke one tackle by the line of scrimmage. And all he had to do was gain his feet again and headed around the left, just a foot race that he won to the end zone. Made it look easy, and the extra point, 2-point conversion good. Kind of a fake kick, and then they dove into the end zone to get the 2-point conversion. Made it 15-0. That's how we ended the first half. Now the second half, both teams kind of going back and forth. Nothing looking real smooth for either team, but with about 5:01 left, there was a pickoff by Braden Torres, and he picked it off right around the 16-yard line of Dells and took it down to the 5-yard line. And next play, Hayden Reeder takes it into the end zone, a 5-yard touchdown run. Extra point no good for Waupun as the Dells all over Waupun's 2-point conversion plays that they have, 15-6 at that time. And then the Dells, Waupun does get the ball back, and less than 3 minutes, less than 3.5 minutes left, and thinking maybe let's see if we can get a score and try to tighten this game up. That was only 15-6 at the time, but then Devin Hendry jumps a pass about the 45-yard line of Waupun and takes it to the house right down the sideline, cuts in about the 5-yard line over and puts it in the end zone. And the extra point good again, 22-6 at that time. And then the Warriors do score with a nice touchdown pass. Beam in little trouble, rolls off to his right, gets some time with his feet over towards the right sideline and throws it to Emmett Hall, who adjusted as the quarterback was in trouble. He came back and kind of helped out, and a diving catch in the end zone toward the back of the end zone, and a completion from 24 yards out again. Waupun no good on the 2-point conversion. They haven't got their last 3 that they've tried so far, 1 last week and 2 this week. But Waupun gets back within 10 with the whole half a game to go yet. We're sitting here at halftime, 22-12. He is the lead now for Wisconsin Dells. I was just going to check on my little scoreboard thing that I have and see how the Packers are doing right now, leading 12-7, it looks like, with 6.5 left in their ball game down in Sao Paulo, down in Brazil. So good news for Packer fans. Hopefully they can come out with a win here in week number 1. See if Waupun, what they can do coming up here in the second half. We'll look at a few of the numbers from the first half coming your way in just a few minutes, as the halftime show continues live from Veterans Memorial Field in Waupun on RP Sports.
Extend your vertical tillage options with the new Kuhn Krause Accelerator XT8010, available at Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun. Proven Excalibur VT blades stay sharp to cut tough residue and create a superior seedbed. New adjustable gang angles put you in charge. Select 1 to 5 degrees for true vertical tillage or 6 to 8 degrees for more aggressive tillage action. The mid-mounted tines redirect soil and residue flow ahead of rear gangs. Exclusive rear star wheels break clods and anchor residue, while the 24/7 conditioning reel firms and finishes the seedbed. No daily grease maintenance features save you time and money. The Accelerator XT is available in RTK cut widths of 29.5 foot to 40 foot working widths. To learn more, visit www.kuhn.com.
Every beginning starts with a breath. When buying or selling a home, it's easy to forget to take one. Brooke Bourne and Rock River Realty can guide your next real estate venture without the worry. Home markets are changing, and Brooke Bourne meets the market with only a 2.5% commission. It's true, 2.5%. Save the stress when you work with the best. Contact Brooke Bourne at 920-251-0500 or email brookebourne@rockriverrealty.org.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard-to-get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
Are you or a loved one living with the discomfort and hopelessness of peripheral neuropathy? The tingling, the numbness, the life-altering pain? Are you tired of taking medications that only mask the symptoms or don't work at all? You don't have to live like that anymore. Introducing New Medical Center, your beacon of hope in the fight against peripheral neuropathy. Our team of dedicated specialists uses the latest advancement in medical technology to help you regain control of your life. Our personalized plans are designed to reduce your pain, improve your balance, and restore your